Alright, I'm going to try to tie a foam spider using a size 10 Aberdeen hook. I'm going to mash down the barb. Place it in the vise. Using a tanned flat wax 210 denier Danville's nylon thread here. I use flat because it's less prone to cut into the foam when I lay it on the hook. Lay down a thread base. Take it all the way back to about where the barb would be on the hook. Cut that off. Then I'll take some pheasant tail fibers. Oh, probably a dozen or so. I want them about the length of the hook. So I'll grab those and wrap those in. Cut off the excess. When I wrap them in, I like to go one wrap underneath them to kind of bring them up and spread them out a little. Come back over the butts. Then I'll take a piece of 1/4 inch tan foam. I don't know if you can see that. And I'll cut the tip kind of at an angle to a point for when I tie it in onto the hook. Just take a couple of loose wraps at first to kind of bring it down to the hook, then I'll really cinch it down. And then I'll bend the foam around the hook a little bit and just take loose wraps all the way to the back to where I tied in the tail, where I want the back end of the fly to end. And I'll wrap back forward. Now what I like to do is put a little bubble, if you will, back at the back where the foam isn't tied down as much. What that does is it helps give a little bubble trail. It'll capture air and bring a little bubble trail. Then I'll wrap to the front of the hook where I want the body to end. Cinch that down. Then come back. Few loose wraps and just sort of make the head of the spider. And I'll take and cut off my foam here. What I do is I put a dab of super glue there because it helps open up the bubble. So I'll put it on the front part where the wing would be here. Just a little bit. Just to help that foam that is the bubble to stay open more. I'll let that dry up for a sec. And then I'll take the legs. What I use for the legs is silly legs from Bass Pro Shops. I'll take and double them over. It comes in a long strip. I cut it in half and then I double these over. when I tie them in. I'll take the other side, double it over so they're even. Place them against the side. Adjust them as I go, so that they'll come out about even when I trim them. And I'll wrap those in nice and tight. You can adjust them up or down as you go. It's no real big deal. You can adjust them anytime. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll do a hand whip finish. What I do is I just pull the two separate legs on both sides back and let the loop stay to the front. And I tie in my whip finish here. It can become a pain in the butt at times. Okay. Tie my whip finish. It's important to do that behind and between the legs, behind the front set and in front of the back set. And I'll just pull that tight. Cut my thread. And I cut my legs open. I like to use 4 on each side. I mean, spiders have 4 on each side, but a guy once told me bluegill can't count, so it doesn't really matter. You can use 2 legs or 4 legs or whatever you'd like. And there you have it. Little size 10 spider. Hope you liked it. Thanks.